labs, the GRE continued its research in secrecy for military purposes. It didn't take long for a variant of THV to escape into the world once more. The fall happened more rapidly than anyone could have predicted. The few who survived now live in small enclaves, the only means of contact between distant human settlements are lone individuals, brave or desperate enough to travel on their own across dangerous wastelands. They are known as pilgrims. Somewhere on the map, one city is still standing. A city isolated from the outside world. A city with special rules. Now, it's the last bastion of humanity. A chance for us to learn from history. And for once, make the right choices. Because every choice you make here shapes the future. Irreversibly.
Thanks. My name's Wash.
Aiden.
How noble of you, saving an enemy.
You're not my enemy.
But now we're on... what's the phrase? Opposite sides of the barricades?
We're on the same side when the infected are involved. What are you doing here?
I'm afraid that's top secret.
So you're a spy. Should I warn the locals about you?
All right, I'll tell you. It's a secret, just not a military secret. I was supposed to meet a girl here, from the bazaar.
Don't see anyone here. Looks like she stood you up.
This wasn't a date. We wanted to leave the city, get beyond the walls.
It's not that easy.
We would find a way.
Why do you want to leave?
Chloe's had enough of there being shortages of everything at the bazaar, especially water.
But the bazaar has water now.
Chloe doesn't know that yet. She lives outside the bazaar.
You just go to her and check.
I will. And can I ask you a favor, to save time? I'll go to Chloe's place. Can you go to her friend Liz's? Chloe's always over there. She lives at 25 Wuthering Mews, 3rd floor, above the old vegetarian restaurant. It's near the clinic.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. Let me know over the radio when you get there.
Fine. I will return to my task. Don't be like the food or
Fuck me. People will always complain. We're alive, and that's what counts.
We are gathered here. When I die, I want to be burned to ashes, scattered. My family.
Fine. I will return to my passion. It'll be like the Villador music review again. Only reformed.
That was cool.
Why can't Helmut do it?
Oh, Malcolm was killed by a fire.
She's seeing a piece.
Legend has it the Night Runners built these windmills.
Cereals protect our crops from the winter cold. couple, Carl and Ellie. Used to live above the antique shop.
Wish I'd brought the gloves.
Move on, soldier.
Take heed and bear witness, for this is the news of the last city standing. An update on the conflict with the renegades. There have been several reports in the last few days of renegades sighted north of the low.
way. I mean, no fucking way! How did you do that? Did you cheat?
No, I'm just faster. So no more Sadio the Lightning for you.
This ain't over. I'll keep practicing. And so should you. See you around the water tower, fool.
One at a time. Anything we got could be yours. Awesome. Guarantee you'll like that. How do you like us now? Satisfied? Well chosen. Aren't you a model citizen? Where'd you get this? Fantastic. The CO will be happy to see this. Quite a deal. Huh, citizen? A motto.
Good morning, Pilgrim. Have I already thanked you for the water?
I hear you were robbed.
But my best friend, no less. I'm devastated. Really.
And why on earth would you jump to that conclusion about your best friend?
I didn't want to. But who else could it be? She was storing it for me, to keep it safe, she said. And now... it's conveniently gone. Me and my boy are left with nothing. If only she'd admit it and return the flower, I'd forgive her. I swear I would. Lord is my witness if she's in trouble. I'll help her. But she's a stubborn one. We've had quite a harvest too. Wouldn't have had us living on Easy Street, but now we'll starve.
How did Anna explain the disappearance of the flower?
Theft, not a disappearance. And she didn't explain anything. She's lying through her teeth.
How do you know?
See it in her eyes. It's a lie. I look back and realise Anna's been a liar all along.
Do you have any proof that Anna did this?
Not exactly. But it was in her shed, wasn't it? In here, I thought she was doing me a favour offering to store it. Turns out, she was just making it easier for her to screw over me and my boy. Talk to her, would you? She won't listen to me. Maybe a stranger could get around her stubbornness. We can put this behind us if she gives it back. And if she stole it because she was hungry, she can keep what she needs. Her shed's near the water tower. Please, go talk to her.
I'll think about it.
A friend in need is a friend indeed.
This
us.
I wonder what the hell is going on in the central loop since PK's restricted access. Renegades are following that hacker.
Hey, Anna? Anna, I just want to talk.
Go away!
Talk to me and I'll go away. It won't take long.
Don't look like much of a sinner.
I know Teresa sent you. Fuck her. And fuck you.
Haven't seen my kids in months because of this ridiculous.
You shitting me? You serious? He sure not fucking dude up.
Very interesting.
What's so interesting?
What? Never mind. Wait, aren't you? Yes, I've seen you in action. You're not scared of the infected, are you? Even when roaming the streets at night.
Are you scared of them?
Most people are. Basic survival instinct. Not everyone comes as close to the infected as you do. You must know a lot about them. That could be very useful.
Useful how?
Sorry, I haven't introduced myself. The Free People call me Mr. Z. I went into hiding to devote my life to researching the infected and keeping records of everything we can learn about them. It's something we owe to future generations.
Interesting.
Yes. We must learn everything we can about all these monstrosities. This will help prepare our society for future challenges.
Tell me more about what you do.
There are so many species and variations of infecteds, and I'm afraid there will be more.
What do you mean?
The THV gen mod used in chemical bombings triggered uncontrollable mutations in the infected DNA. This spawned new types like screamers, suiciders, and goons, each more dangerous than the last.
What do you need me for?
To do my research, I need eyes in the field. But obviously, it's a dangerous job. Most of my people have gone missing. I've been watching you. With your experience, you could contribute greatly. Would you help me to confirm my findings so far?
Well, happy to. Your work seems crucial.
Great, thank you. Certainly you've noticed what happens with infecteds after mutation. They become stronger, faster, and more agile. Have you encountered the type that can jump higher than others?
That'd be a Revenant.
I don't think so. That's not what my research has shown so far. I don't think you'll be of much use after all. Thanks.
Bet you wonder where all the guns went, right?
So, you ready to share some field knowledge about infecteds with me now?
Well, happy to. Your work seems...
Great.
That'd be a Banshee.
Yes, that's consistent with my research. What's interesting, they seem to be relatively weak, and if their attack misses, they usually retreat. I observed another infected type. It's very strange, quite different from the others. It prefers to avoid humans. I know how that sounds, but you must have seen something like that. Moreover, when retreating, it leaves tracks behind. Do you know which infected I'm referring to?
It's Bolter, I believe.
Yes. That tracks, so to speak. Thank you. The next one is a bit complicated. I've received reports about a type of infected that exhibits a bizarre behavior. It creates a toxic mist around other monsters, and some survivors believe that it even resurrects the dead, which is nonsense, obviously. Does that ring any bells?
You're talking about a revenant.
That's the one I was talking about. My theory is that it evolved to develop a special organ that creates this toxic mist. It's incredible what the THV GenMod did to those creatures. Frightening and fascinating at the same time. And which type of infected would you say has the most explosive temper?
Definitely a suicider.
Suicider it is. Better stay as far away as possible from it. Well done. You really helped me. As a token of my appreciation, here's a weapon I crafted while I was still venturing in the field. I'm sure it will help you more than me. Oh, and check this out. I created this deck of cards a while back, featuring some of the most dangerous infecteds, to help people know and identify the threats. Here's my favorite one. The Goon. You can have it. Take care, Aiden. See you around.
Watch yourself, you hear?
I can't thank you enough. Take this, please.
Sometimes I wake up at night and forget the fall even happened. That's about the only time I smile. And I
Knew this guy in Houndfield who removed his biomarker just to see what had happened. Next night, he turned.
Please, just go away.
Can we please talk? I'd like to help.
Help what? Remind me of my poverty? My drinking problem? Or that I'm a heinous flower thief?
I'm not making assumptions. I just want to hear your story. I want to hear the truth.
The truth? You want the truth? Here's the truth. I would never rob a friend. Never. And that's the end of my story. Did Teresa tell you about the half year's wages she owes me? I needed Teresa to sell that flower so she could pay me. Why would I risk everything? My well-being, Teresa, and her sons, by stealing it?
thought you were best friends.
So did I. Until today. Since the fall, we've been close. I lost my child. She lost her husband. I became very depressed. Suicidal. Teresa got me through it. She even cooked for me and my husband, who drank heavily. I can't believe she'd accuse me of this.
She'd mentioned you were storing the flower.
Figured it was the best way to keep watch over it. Make sure I got paid. So we put it in my shed near the tower. I went to check on it this morning and... nothing. All gone.
You didn't see anyone lurking nearby or anything suspicious?
You don't think I would have mentioned that by now? I can only tell you that I did not steal that flower. I wouldn't do that to Teresa. Or to myself. The only strange thing was that nothing else was stolen. My buckwheat, my beets, untouched. Whoever it was only wanted the flower.
Interesting. Mind if I go check out the shed? Maybe it just needs to be looked at with a fresh pair of eyes.
Knock yourself out. People this close shouldn't hurt each other.
Door's unlocked. Somebody must have had keys. Nothing's broken. Someone was very familiar with this place. The rest of the supplies are untouched. They knew exactly what they were looking for. Footprints. One set of shoes. Thief worked alone. Flower trail on the ground. Bags dragged this way. Trail ends here.
Civilization's but a wind.
Who had the keys to the shed?
Me and my husband.
Nobody else? You sure? There's no sign of forced entry, Anna. Whoever took the flower had the keys. Or made copies.
So you do think it was me?
It's not out of the question.
I thought at least you would believe me. What next? How do I return something I haven't taken? You can't draw blood from a stone.
Calm down and think. Who else would do this? And why? Help me help you. Unless Teresa's right after all.
Hard to tell. Someone from the bazaar, perhaps? There's Dodger. That guy's capable of anything. And then there's Benny, Teresa's son. That's all I can come up with.
Who's this Dodger you mentioned?
He's a snake, that's why. One of the shadiest characters in the bazaar. Come to think of it, he took an interest in Therese's grain harvest recently. Asked a lot of questions. Never paid any mind before.
I should talk to him.
You'll find him at the bazaar, but watch your back. He doesn't give a rat's ass about people. Just money.
Can you tell me where you were the night the flower was stolen?
At home with my husband. There's not much more to say.
And not much more, or nothing?
Nothing. I was home with my husband. End of story.
What about Therese's son? Why would he do this?
Normally, I wouldn't suspect him. Nice kid. I've known him all his life. He's like a son to me. But lately, he's been quiet, like he's got something to hide. And maybe he does. But no, Benny wouldn't have done this. It would break Therese's heart, and he knows it. And even if he had taken the flower, why?
That seems to be the central question for everyone involved. Where can I find Benny?
Not sure. He's been making himself pretty scarce. That said, I'm sure Theresa's got him guarding their storehouses. Make sure what meager goods they have left are safe.
I'll look for him.
Since you helped my husband, I'll share a secret with you. The storehouses are full of traps. So be careful. My shed has nothing of the sort, which is probably why it was so easy to steal from. And as for Benny, Theresa keeps close tabs on her son. Ask her. Accusations are devastating enough around here. I'm ruined.
And not if we find the flower and prove it was someone else.
Perhaps. But in my experience, the damage has been done.
Maybe, maybe not. Let's see what I can find out.
I'm finished. There is no more hope.
About a lost Garden of Eden. A glass ceiling somewhere on Old Mount Street.
Take your pick, son. One of Sophie's favorite. Superior. Great quality. pleased with your
The girl
purchase.
keeps talking about it, right?
Sometimes life is so
Ridiculous blockade at the center.
overwhelming.
That's a bad omen.
What about an electric fence?
Aiden! Did you do it? Did you find the music box?
Yes, and I've come to give it back to you.
But I said you could keep it for saving my life. And I mean what I say.
Oh, I believe you. But the way you keep humming the tune from this music box, seems you'd be happier if you had it back. So, it would have a better home with you than with me.
Well, maybe. I have had it forever. Thank you, Aiden.
You're welcome, my lady.
Haven't seen my kids in months because of this ridiculous blockade of the center. I keep telling everyone we should be getting ready for midnight.
Aiden, warms my heart to see a treasured friend.
You getting sentimental on me?
I have a mission for you. You have to defeat an army of virals and then jump into fire.
A jump? From how high?
What?
I'm jumping into fire, aren't I?
You got me. I'll be damned. And here I was thinking you were a stiff pilgrim. What do you need?
Teresa's flower was stolen, and I want to find out who did it.
Teresa's flower was... What the fuck? Okay, you've got my attention.
What do you know about a woman named Anna?
What, the one who works for Teresa? Not all that much. Her husband sometimes sits in on our card games. He never said boo about her. Not even a few pints in. That says something right there.
You know where Benny might be?
Do I look like his mother? Believe me, he's on top of my where are they now list. He went down in flames in our last card game. He almost literally bet the farm. And lost. So if you're looking for that flower, it's not Teresa's or Benny's no more. It's mine. The kid owed it to me. And if it's missing, it was stolen from me.
Aha. So Benny's in your debt.
Big time. Up to his ears, you might say. In flour.
You think he stole it?
Could be. He's a dumb kid who might think that will stop me from trying to collect.
I need to find him then.
Ask Mother Teresa. She's usually got the boy on a short leash. Except for poker nights, clearly. So now you know I have the most skin in this game. If that flower isn't found, I am the big loser. So maybe check out Teresa's storehouses. Seems like just the place a dumb kid like Benny would think he could hide. And if you do get your hands on the flower, just kindly bring it straight to me. I'll pay you handsomely for the service, of course. But it will save everyone a lot of grief, and... hey, I get my flower. We can put this behind us.
Find something you like in the bazaar?
Where have you been? With him, I bet. Did you at least get the water?
This is all he managed to sneak out.
That's it. Just that.
kids in months because of this ridiculous blockade of the center.
And you're still taking active because I can sense he's fake. That's what's his name?
It's easy. How you like it now?
No escape now.
Thought I was dead for sure. Thanks.
Please, back off. You're making me uncomfortable.
Pretty empty as warehouses go. Oof, that floor doesn't look safe. Maybe there's another way.
Hey, what the fuck are you doing here? Is that you, Pilgrim? You shouldn't be here, mate. How'd you get in?
Benny, right? We need to talk.
I don't like this. Dodger sent you, did he? Tell him I'm pulling together what I owe him. I just haven't got it yet.
Hold up, Benny. So you're saying you're in debt to Dodger?
Dodger hasn't sent you.
No. How much do you owe him? Only you had a reason to steal the flower.
You bastard. Do you think that just because you turn on the water, you got free run of the place?
Tell me I'm wrong.
I ain't telling you nothing. Fuck off.
Benny!